Hi, friends. Is it chilly in here? A little bit? We'll get moving. I'll turn it up just a little. My name's Erin. I think we're all pretty familiar. This is our forest-inspired flow. Actually, first to start off, so don't skip this part. Colorado still has a mask ordinance. Most of you know the deal, but only you can exempt yourself if you can't breathe, if you have a medical condition. So under that exemption, I will not be wearing a mask today. Only you can exempt yourself on the four corners of your space. And then announcements wise, keep your eye out on our events page. We've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming at you. And then we are having an art contest. So if you make art or know someone who does, have them bring it in. And then if you want to learn to work with energy, middle of January, I'm leading a Reiki training. So come talk to me. And then let's find our comfortable seat. Whatever shape gives you the most length through your spine. Ground through your sitting bones. And then today I'd like to start by invoking a mudra. Some of you did this with me yesterday. We'll bring our pinky and our thumb to touch. Allow your other three fingers to extend long. And then rest that to your knees or to your thigh. Close down your eyes. And then just attune to your breath. Notice to begin. Take a couple breaths together. Take an inhale, roll your shoulders up to your ears, and then glide your shoulder blades down your back. Shine open through your heart. Beautiful. This time, deep inhale from your low belly, fill up. Exhale, send it out your mouth. Take that one more time, really deep inhale to fill. Exhale, let something go. Create space. Beautiful. And then seal your lips. Find your Ujjayi pranayama. And find smooth, deep breaths in and out your nose. And as you deepen your breath here, we'll come back to our mudra. So this mudra we're making, this gesture, is called Varuna mudra. It's the water mudra, sometimes called the seal of mental clarity. What it's doing is just invoking a state of ease or a state of flow. Start to find that. Begin with your breath. Really exaggerate the length of your inhale, the amount of prana you're pulling in. And then envision becoming a little more soft, more fluid with your out breath. And today for our intention, I'd really just like to focus on inviting a little more ease, whether that's in your movements or with your breath. Just notice your energy today as we flow. Give yourself permission just to be. Meet yourself where you're at. Take another 3 full rounds of breath. And then friends at home, we are cueing our playlist. Hitting play in 3, 2, and 1. And gently open your eyes. Drop your palms by your hips. So use your full inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. And then your full exhale to press and pull your palms to your heart center. Let's take that one more time. Deep inhale, sweep your arms. Full exhale, pull. Beautiful. And then leave your palms by your belly. Flip them so that they're face up today, just below your navel. On your inhale, reach your arms forward, ground through your sitting bones as you do this. Sweep your arms forward on your inhale. Exhale, slow press like you're washing energy down the front line of your body. And we'll take a couple breaths just like that. Deep inhale. And just start to find a fluid or rhythmic like motion. Really nice connection with the breath. If you ever need a little sound or a sigh, really encourage that in this class. We're using the breath to move energy. And take another 2 or so rounds. Beautiful. And then pause. And we'll start with extended leg. Reach your right leg out long. And then some of you know this shape. Flex your right toes. 2 options. If you feel a sensation here, stay. Maybe half hurdler's post. Check it out. If it's too intense, come back. Bring a bend to your right elbow. And on your inhale, rainbow up and over with your left side body. Keep your heart, your torso broad. And then come back to that quality of ease or of softness here, especially through your jaw, through your face. Keep reaching through your left fingertips, and then at the same time, soften your left shoulder back into its socket. And we're here for a couple really deep fluid breaths. So I invite you today to play with sending your breath wherever you feel sensation. Each exhale, where can you soften and surrender? Beautiful breath. Stay for another exhale. On your inhale, reach your left arm towards the sky. Leave your torso as it is. Reach your fingertips high. And then find a little micro adjustment, traction the back of your palm to the back of your space if you need a visual gaze forward. And so we're just opening from our heart all the way through our fingertips here. Leave your head soft. On your next inhale, flip your palm away from your crown and then drop it towards the earth. Leave your torso heavy. Pause when you're about 10 to 12 inches from your mat. And then we're looking to lengthen our fingertips away from our crown of our head. Breathe space into the left side of your neck. Take another full inhale. On your exhale, option to stay or reach it back for a half bind. Bend at your left elbow. And then stay broad through your torso spiral, open through your left shoulder, deepen your breath. And really settle in. If at any point you want to close down your gaze, shift your sensation internally. Take one more inhale, spiral your heart towards the sky. And then release your bind. Extend your left arm. On your inhale, leave your head, your neck heavy. Slowly rise, head heavy. Bring your right hand to the side of your face. Gently help it back through center. So we're just retraining our neck here not to pick up tension. And then switch out your legs. Mirror your variation. Bend your left elbow. Inhale, reach up and over. Find your little rainbow shape ground through both sitting bones. And then notice your breath here as you settle in. How present are you in this moment, in this shape? Really pretty, Lynn. And friends, be gentle with your neck. Almost exaggerate the softness. It can be heavy. Yeah, beautiful breath in the room. Reach one more time through your right fingertips. Inhale. Stay for your out breath. And then on your next inhale, use the full length to reach your right fingertips towards the sky. Broaden through your palm. And then traction your back of your palm to the back of your space. Be gentle with your neck here. Notice if you started to pick up tension. Spread your thumb and your pinky wide. Activate through your heart line. And then flip your palm away from your crown. Slowly drop it towards the earth. Pause when you're like 12 to 10 inches from your mat. Most bodies, it's going to be a little lower than you would think. And then take it into your half bind as you're ready. Optional. Bend at your right elbow. Stay spiraling open through your collarbone and soft through your neck. Oftentimes when we bind or we come into a difficult shape, we'll start to hold on in our neck or our face. Just become aware of that. And binds, release. Leave your head, your neck heavy. Use your inhale breath. Reach through your fingertips. Rest. Head heavy. Left hand to the side of your face. Help it back through center. Beautiful. And then find your way onto your back. Bring your soles of your feet to the mat like we're setting up for bridge pose. Not like, we are. So graze the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Make sure your feet are parallel. And we'll take what's a rolling bridge, ground through your feet. Use your inhale, press into the earth to send your hips to the sky. Yeah, beautiful. Some of you know where we're going. We're not rolling yet. First round, we'll hold. Send your hips high. Now, option to float your arms high, and then the back of your hands might touch the earth overhead. Stay for an inhale. Engage through your inner thighs more. Release through your glutes to press your hips a little higher. Nice, Julie. Beautiful, Vanessa. Take one more inhale. Press your hips a little higher. Activate through your core. And then on your exhale, fluid exhale, like you're a wave, round down one vertebrae at a time. Bring your arms with you to your hips. And then inhale, lift your hips high. Option to float your arms. Exhale, round. Your tailbone will tuck last as you arrive. Start to take this at your own pace. Like there's no rush. Make it really fluid. We're starting to activate a little bit through our core. Can you find that same water-like quality here? And then wherever you're at, take another 2 to 3 rounds. And really tune in every step along the way. Beautiful, Sherilyn. And then we'll pause as you're complete. There's no rush again with your hips flat to the earth. Draw your knees up and into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Find a little movement along your spine. And then start to rock front and back on your mat. Gather a little momentum. You could take a few rounds if it feels good within your body. And eventually roll over your knees and send your hips to the sky for downward facing dog. In down dog, you've got a couple breaths to settle in. Check in first. Move with more intention than habit here. It could feel good just to breathe into this shape. Yeah, some of you taking variations, I really encourage that. If your body is ever asking you to go somewhere different than I take you, you're your own best guide first. And then wherever you're at, find your way to downward facing dog. Greg, if you can, bring your palms a little bit wider apart. Yeah, beautiful. That looks great. Down dog, take a deep inhale, fill. Exhale, send it out your mouth. Release. Beautiful. One more just like that. Really deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Create space. Nice. Bring a deep bend to your knee. And then press your mat away. Find length through your spine. Drop your belly closer towards your thighs. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs. Keep your hips high. Come onto your tippy toes, like you're stretching through the arches of your feet. Exhale, your heels a little closer to the earth. Take that one more time. Inhale, deep bend into your knees. Press the mat. Exhale, straighten your legs. Come onto your tippy toes. And drop your heels to the earth. Then we're going to fire up through our core. This shape is new to you. Option to gaze forward. We're going to take what's called turbo dog. Drop your elbows to the earth and then draw your elbows in. Wrap your shoulders in. Keep your hips high. And then engage your bandhas, your low belly, and the energy locks. Draw your belly closer towards your thighs. And then breathing here, friends, really important. Like you're a cat clawing your mat, ground through your fingertips. Drop your elbows a little lower. Squeeze your shoulders towards center. And then take another 2 full breaths. Do you feel that fire building at your low core? Beautiful expression. Straighten your arms. Come back to your downward facing dog. Settle for a breath. And then we have just one more shape to build our heat. Down dog, drop to your forearms. Keep them parallel. Walk your feet a little closer towards your face. Dolphin pose. Really important. Keep your elbows drawing in towards center. If you ever need a break here, honor that. Take it. Gaze between your elbows. If you want more, you could play with floating one leg at a time towards the sky. And beautiful expressions here. Use your breath. Can you make it fluid? Find that same water-like quality to invoke a state of ease, even in a difficult shape. Switch legs if you're floating one and having that. You've got another 2 full Ujjayi breaths here. Beautiful. Drop to your knees. And we'll take a brief child's or embryo pose, whichever shape is calling you. Ground your forehead to the earth. Really intentionally slow down your breath here. Beautiful. And then press into your palms. Move through tabletop. Send your hips to the sky. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. All right, we're going to move a little faster. Keep building that fire. Take a deep inhale first. We'll sync up the breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, ground through your left foot. Extend your right leg to the sky. Fan your right toes wide. Exhale, bend at your right knee. Open through your right hip. You've got a couple breaths to explore movement, sensation. And then square your hips, straighten your leg. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl. Puff through the back of your heart. Step through lightly and drop your back knee to the earth. Option to untuck your back toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Fire up through your core. We'll settle in here for a breath. Gaze forward. Exhale your hands to the mat. Step your left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale your hands to your heart and pause. Beautiful breath. Keep your palms touching. Inhale, reach them high. Exhale, swan dive to a forward fold. And take your halfway lift. Right foot steps back. Low lunge. Drop your knee to the earth. Use your full inhale. Ground as you rise. Stabilize through your midline. Got a breath. Exhale your hands to the earth. Step back to your plank pose. And then plank pose, this flow is for you. I'll offer up 8 limbs pose. Drop your knees, your chest, and your chin to the earth on your exhale. Inhale like a snake pulling out of its skin. Bhujangasana or up dog if you're taking it. Linger for an extra breath. Exhale, down or downward facing dog. Bring your hips to the sky. Use your full inhale. Fan your left leg to the sky. Spread your toes wide. Exhale, bend at your knee, peel open through your hip. We got a couple breaths. And then pause, square your hips, straighten your leg. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl, puff through your heart. Exhale, step through lightly. It's okay if it needs a little help. Drop your back knee to the earth. Inhale, rise. We'll move a little faster. Exhale your hands to the earth. Step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, Ardha. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale, pull the energy to your heart. Inhale, salute the sky. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. And take your halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back, find a low lunge. Drop your knee to the earth. Inhale, ground, stabilize, rise. Exhale, hands to meet the earth, step back, plank pose. And then it's your flow. You could continue with 8 limbs, as long as you're keeping your lines of energy as you lower. And nice, Kaylin. Beautiful form. Beautiful. Down dog. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl. Low lunge. Drop your back knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. This time, back bend, peel open at the top. Inhale, rise. Exhale, your choice, hands through heart or swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge, drop your knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, plank pose. And then match your breath with your movement. There's no rush. Beautiful expressions. Nice, Martin. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, round. Low lunge. Inhale, ground down. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend, your variation at the top. Peel open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your left foot back. Low lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, plank pose. your flow. Nice, Holly Bell. And then down dog, let's take one fiery, a little more movement in our sunny. Inhale, lift your heels, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees, walk float to the top of your space. Take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend, come a little deeper this time, peel open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge and fold. Take your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or float back. And then you always have the option to even skip the flow. Take what you need. And then down dog, you have 2 to 3 full breaths here to settle back in. Can you find a little bit of ease in this shape? Specifically with your breath. Friends, as we're here, take a peek at your fingertips. Make sure your L shape, your pointer fingers pointing directly forward, and then rock a little more weight into your fingers, specifically the L, the thumb and the pointer finger. See how that stabilizes, takes some energy out of your wrists. Take a deep inhale, fill. Exhale, let it go out your mouth. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your heels, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees, journey to the top. Take your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your feet wide, about hips width distance, maybe a little wider. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, a little bit different expression, right? And find that same quality of knitting your low ribs in. Sit a little bit deeper. And then soften your gaze, maybe shift forward. Meet your eyes in the front mirror. Stay for an inhale, sit deep. Exhale, drop your palms to your thighs, close to your hip creases, yeah? And then we're gonna press, draw your torso long. This is new to you. You could gaze forward the first couple rounds. We're gonna do a breath called Uddiyana. It's working with upward energy, drawing the belly in. We'll take an inhale, fill. Exhale, scoop the belly in, hollow it out, and then hold the breath out. Envision energy traveling upward. As you're ready, inhale, let the belly flap. Exhale, scoop it in, draw the energy up. And then we've got a few rounds. Take it on your own. Notice how long you can suspend or hold the breath out. That quality of peace or ease. And then take another 2 full rounds. These last 2, really visualize the energy traveling upwards. Uddiyana Bandha is your belly lock just above your navel. Take a deep inhale. Bring your palms to your heart. Exhale to a forward fold. Take your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms your way back to downward facing dog. Really nice, Greg. Great control there. Down dog, use the length of your inhale, fan your right foot to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl. Step through lightly. And then come into a low lunge. Some of you, this is new territory. Venture with me. Drop to your back knee, untuck your back toe. Really important. We're coming into archer lunge. Little bit different sensation. If it's too intense, modify. You could untuck your back toe. And then hands by your hips. On your inhale, press into the top of your back foot. Rise just like crescent, but your toe is tucked under. In this shape, you want to be a little bit lower. Drop your hips towards the earth. We've got 2 breaths here. First round. Notice the intensity. Engage your core a lot. On your exhale, drop your knee to the earth. Fly your arms back by your hips. And then we'll pulse this shape, okay? Inhale, slowly rise. Stay for a breath. Exhale, lower. You've got 2 more. Move at your own pace. Beautiful expression. Bring your hands to the earth. Tuck your toes under. And then ground through your feet. Make sure your stance is wide enough. You have a 90-degree angle with your right knee. Inhale, regular high crescent lunge. Notice what feels different. Take a breath or 2, settle in. Engage your low belly. Exhale, exalted crescent. Drop your right palm. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Gaze up. So there's a little bit of a spiral or a twist through your torso here. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, drop your right elbow to your left elbow to your right knee. Make a fist. And then stack your right palm on top of your left. Keep your long line of energy out your back heel. And then notice your breath here. Can you find that quality of ease? Your next exhale, press your heart a little closer towards your palm. And then exhale, release both hands to the earth. Lounge lizard, spiral onto the outer edge of both feet. Turn to face this white wall. This one's new to you, option to gaze here. I like to lengthen my stance and then use the long edge of your mat, your heel all the way to your palm. We're looking for opening through our left side body here. Keep dropping your hip to the earth. And then careful not to sink too much into this left shoulder. Close down your eyes, optional. Maybe you bring your right elbow crease to your right knee. And then the not optional part is dropping your rib cage a little closer to the earth. If this feels intense in your hips, crawl your right foot back a little bit. Yeah. Then you've got a couple breaths here. Keep dropping your left rib cage towards the earth. Your last few breaths here, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, lengthen through your left side of your neck. And then take one more full inhale, send it where you're feeling sensation. Exhale, soften. And then press into your palm, gently lift your hips. Take your quarter turn back to the front for a low lunge. Step back to your plank pose. And then your way to downward facing dog. If you're flowing, use your breath like you're moving energy, any heat sensation that we just felt. Beautiful. Down dog, use your inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl. Rise, don't rise. Find your low lunge. Tuck your back toes under. Make sure your stance is wide enough. That's going to balance the sensation here. You want a 90-degree bend, your left knee over your left ankle. Option to drop your knee to the earth. On your inhale, press into your back foot. Slowly rise. Keep your hips low. And we've got a couple breaths. There should never be any pain, nothing sticky or sharp, but sensation is what we're looking for. Take one more breath. Exhale, drop your knee to the mat, fly your arms, and then we'll pulse. You've got 3 rounds. Let's take it on your own. You can always linger in either of these shapes longer if you'd like. Yeah, really nice breath. Nice, Stephanie. And then we'll all meet in a low lunge. There's no rush to get there. Untuck your back toe. Rise for a high crescent lunge. And then you've got your few breaths here to settle in. Sometimes I like to bring a little bend to my back knee to help lengthen my spine. And then re-straighten. Soften through your face. Beautiful. Exalted warrior. Drop your left palm to your right thigh. Reach through your right fingertips. Maybe even gaze high. Nice, Sophie. Stay for an inhale. Nice, Becky. Exhale your right elbow to your left knee. Make a fist. And then stack your left palm. Stabilize through your core here. And then notice your breath as you settle in. Nice, mama. Can you press your palms or into your fist to stack your top elbow over your bottom? Take one more exhale. Bring your heart closer to your hands. Stay for your inhale. Beautiful expressions. Exhale, release your hands to the earth. Find a low lunge. And then spiral onto the outer edge of both feet. Lounge lizard this side. Really take your time here as you settle in. If you need a visual, this shape's new to some of us. Don't worry. Yeah, that's very normal. Find your long line of energy first. If you want more sensation, reach your back foot to the back. And then most bodies, you're going to need to crawl your left foot back in line with your hip. So if it's up here towards the front of your mat, it's creating a little bit of sensation maybe in your left side body, crawl it back. Notice that shift. And soften it. Option to drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then draw your navel to your spine. Notice how that engagement lengthens. And then you've got 2 more full breaths. Send it along your right side body, specifically your rib cage, all the way to your hip tip. And then as you're ready, active, press through your palm through your foot. Take a quarter turn to the front, low lunge. Step back to a plank pose, option to flow it out. And down dog, take a breath or 2 as you settle in. Always the option to run it out your mouth, release a little heat. And always the permission, give yourself it to take rest if you need. Let's take a breath all together. Inhale, fill. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Spiral your back foot to 45, warrior 1. Virabhadrasana will rise. And then take a moment, make sure your feet are hips width distance. You could even use the mirrors. Yeah, Greg, a little wider stance. Yes, exactly. And then pull your right hip back, pin your left hip forward. Bring your arms to frame your ears. Settle in for a breath, deepen the bend into your right knee. Exhale your hands to your low back. Make a single fist. And then inhale, reach and puff. Exhale, full exhale to soften and surrender. If this stance is really tricky in your body, option to shorten or widen your stance. And then really important, this quality of sthira sukha. So we're embodying in this shape. Ease within your effort. Find that same water-like flow of your breath. So some of us can pin our right hip a little more back. Notice your breath. Send your fists a little more towards the front. And then soften through the crown of your head, through your neck. What's coming up for you here in this shape? Notice if you're still present. Take another inhale. By way of your low back, release your grip. Bring your hands to the earth. And then warrior 2, readjust your feet before we rise. Use your inhale, ground down, peel open. And then little bounces into your front knee. Beautiful. Come back to your breath. And then gaze over your right fingertips. Inhale, reach forward. Keep the bend in your front knee to reverse your warrior. Then option with your arms. You could take your normal half bind or left palm to press forward. Create length through both side bodies here. And then gently you might gaze up or neutral. Breathe here. Inhale back through center. Exhale through extended side angle. Use that same sweep of your left arm. Beautiful. Got another breath or 2 here if you want to take it into a bind, half or full. Just let your body guide your movement. Gentle with your neck. Nice, Vanessa, that was perfect. If you took a bind release, we'll all meet in warrior 2. Inhale to reverse, option for your arms. Exhale your hands to the earth. Find a low lunge towards the front. And then options here, we're coming into pigeon pose. Option to extend your right leg to the sky, reset, or just gentle wiggle walk your foot to the left. Either way, find your number 7, and then readjust your stance. I like to lengthen here. If your body doesn't feel ready for this, take it on your back. And then we're coming into sleeping pigeon. Puff through your heart first. Use your full exhale to soften. If you want a variation, we're working with twists today. If you're in sleeping pigeon and you want to watch first, so you know where I'm taking you, option 2, we'll hook our right elbow into our right foot crease. Important, your right foot's a little more forward than it would usually be. And then your left palm might stack on top, sort of like our twist in our lunge, yeah? Your hips will bump a little to the right, but soften your heart slightly to the earth if you're taking that expression. Beautiful, Hillary. Nice, Lynn. And pigeon pose, commit to another 3 rounds of breath. If another expression is calling you, always give yourself permission to move there. Listen to your body. And then notice your thoughts here in this shape. Picture them like they're little seeds. They're leading to emotions, which are creating energies within your physical, your mental body. Redirect them if you need. And then there's no rush. Variation, sleeping pigeon, gently come back upright. Press your palms to the earth and send your right leg to the sky. You've got a couple breaths if you'd like to explore counter movements, stretches here. And then meet back in downward facing dog. Nice, Sherilyn. Take an inhale, Phil. Exhale, run it out your mouth. Inhale, extend your left leg to the sky. Exhale, need to know. Step through lightly. We're coming into not pigeon, guys. Warrior 1. We're in sleepy time. We'll get there, I promise. Ground your back foot to the earth. Readjust your hips. Bring your arms to the sky first. Take a breath or so. Settle in. And then humble warrior. Exhale your hands to your low back. Take the funky grip. Feels a little weird. Inhale, press your fists to the earth. Puff through your heart. Ride your exhale to surrender. Keep your left hip pinning back here. And then I know most bodies, this isn't the most comfortable shape. And that's okay, it's intentional. Can you find a place of comfort, that same place of ease or softness within it? And oftentimes the breath is going to be that bridge. And Becky, if you can, left hip towards the back window, yes. And take an inhale, press your fists a little bit more towards the front. Soften your neck, your jaw. Deepen your breath. You've got another full round. Beautiful, Lynn, Nedra. By way of your low back, release your hands to the earth. And then set up your feet while you're low. Lengthen your stance. Warrior 2, bring your back foot to parallel the shoulder. Use your inhale to rise. Fan open. Settle in here this side. Take a look at your toes as you settle. Notice if your knuckles are white, you're gripping through your feet. Lift your toes and then fan them wide. Notice your equilibrium. Gaze over your left fingertip. Inhale, reach forward to reverse. Don't lose the bend in your left knee. Option to extend your right palm towards the front. And then breathe here. Knit your left hip away from your left fingertip. Soften. Nice, Lily. Stay for another in-breath. Exhale, glide back through center, reach forward. Like your right arm is a windshield wiper. Sweep it long overhead. Extend your right fingers towards the front. And then breathe into your right side body here. Notice your neck, your jaw. Invite that water-like quality with your breath. The option to bind, half or full. You've got another couple breaths. Keep the strength, the energy in your legs. It's beautiful, Jenny. Variations release. Inhale, one more time, reverse warrior, like it's a dance. Take it back. Exhale your hands to the mat and find a low lunge. And then your way into your pigeon pose. Now we're there on the left. If you need a little reset, take it. Set up your alignment first. I'll leave out the cues to give you the space to adventure. If you're taking the variation this side, it's your left elbow that will hook into your left foot crease. Make sure your foot is more towards a 90-degree angle first. And then if you're twisting, reach your heart towards the white wall, a little more towards your palm. Nice, Sophie. And especially if you're twisting, bring a little more attention, awareness to your neck. And then I'd love to hear for you to breathe. Maybe your neighbor can hear you. Especially on your exhale. Imagine anything stuck or stagnant, any energy that doesn't belong to you leaving your physical expression. Let it go. And then we're at our last 3 full rounds of breath. If you want an expression or soften into your depth, especially if you start to come up to an edge, breathe into it. And then there's always the invitation to stay a little longer until you feel even. When you're ready, find your way back to your split dog. This time your left leg will kick to the sky. And then really slowly, like you're moving through honey. Take any counter stretches, movements. If you're flipping, shift forward first. Take it easy on your shoulder. Beautiful, Sherilyn. Then find your way back to your downward facing dog. In down dog, inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. And then take a quarter turn to your left for Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Turn your toes in, heels slightly out, shift your weight forward. And then you can always choose your own adventure here. If you want a little yogi playtime and you're feeling called to go somewhere, take it. Let's soften for a breath at least. Crawl your palms back behind your legs. Drop your crown to the earth. And just breathe here into this shape. Again, if a variation is calling you, don't hold back. But don't allow your ego to guide you either. Option is stay right where you're at. If you want a variation, plant your palms beneath your shoulders. Take a halfway lift first. Plant your left palm beneath your face. Inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. And then you've got options here. You could stay if you feel sensation. If you want more, half bind with your top arm. Reach for your left hip. Stay here, spin your heart towards the front or your left palm to the outer edge of your right foot. And then you keep your heart spiraling open this variation. Drop your torso towards your right leg. And then your neck might even soften your head into the crease of your left elbow. Keep your weight shifting forward. Take another 2 really fluid breaths. If your breath can't be smooth and deep, you may have taken it a little too far. Beautiful. Come back through center. Plant your palms. Inhale to a halfway lift. We'll switch it out. Plant your right palm. Inhale, twist to the back. And then take it one step at a time. If you need a visual or guide, I'll be doing it with you if you want to gaze forward. And just meet yourself where you're at. Give yourself permission just to be. If you are twisting, keep your heart spiraling towards the back window this side. Really beautiful expressions, binds, variations, release. Plant your palms beneath your shoulders. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, quarter turn to the front and find a low lunge. Just a little more twisting, guys, I promise. Your belly's going to thank you later. Drop your back knee to the earth and then shorten your stance. So we're looking for these 90-degree angles here. So find that. Then we're coming back into a twist. If you want to make this active, you can. Lengthen your stance if you're taking it there. Otherwise, bring your left elbow across, and we want to twist deeper, almost into our left armpit here. And options, again, you can make your fist, twist your heart, or you might reach under and around for your bind. Keep your shoulders broad. And then check in. Are you breathing here? I can't hear you guys. Deepen it. Okay, so we'll offer levels. Meet yourself where you're at, okay? Stay here. The twist might actually be harder than the arm balance, so check in. Option to gaze forward first. If you know twisted scissors, it's just like crow pose with your arms. You're going to make a little shelf just outside your right thigh. And then you'll bend your elbows. Your right thigh comes to stack. Engage your core a lot. And then kick your legs wide. Yeah. Just a little tip. If you're still twisting or binding, take it easy on your neck. Deepen your breath. Twist deeper with each exhale. Nice, Sherilyn. Beautiful setup, Greg. And it takes a little flexibility to get there too. And Kaylin. All right. Wherever you're at, come back through your low lunge. And then lengthen your stance first. Step back to your plank. Option to flow it out. So we should never go so deep into a shape that we start to pick up tension, yeah? Take a deep inhale, down dog, exhale, let it go. And one more just like that, deep inhale, exhale, sigh it out, release. Third time, lion's breath, inhale, fill. Exhale, send it out your mouth, stick out your tongue. Beautiful. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step through lightly. Take a quarter turn to your right. And this time, just a little yogi play. If you want to take the same twists or maybe a side lunge, an inversion, we're here for about 5 full breaths. And sometimes allowing yourself to take rest is the advanced asana. So if you're just hanging out here, your head below your heart, just bring your intention to your breath. In whatever shape you're in, how can you invite a little more ease, a little more play? Notice the energy you're bringing into this moment. And then expressions will meet back in Prasarita. Plant your palms beneath your shoulders. Take your halfway lift. Quarter turn to the front, low lunge, and shorten your stance. Drop your back knee to the earth. Find your 90-degree angle. And this time, bring your left hand to your left knee. Help your right arm across as deep as you can go, maybe up to your right armpit. Option to make a fist with your right hand. Stack your left palm on top. And then take it at your own pace. Notice sensation. Meet yourself where you're at. You could stay here. Maybe you bind. Just don't lose your breath. With you exhale is where you twist a little deeper from your low belly. Yeah, and then option for your little playtime. If you want to try twisted scissors. I promise sometimes the arm balances look a little trickier than they are. One side might feel different. Make your little shelf first. And then we just tip. And extend your left leg. Whatever expression you're in, you've got another full breath. Play with your depth. And then meet back in your low lunge. Lengthen your stance, step back. Option for one final flow. Beautiful, friend. Down dog, inhale, lift your heels, gaze forward. Bottom of your exhale, walk, float through your palms, come to a seat, and then come all the way onto your back. Supta Baddha Konasana is where we'll meet. It's reclined butterfly. Drop your knees wide, bring your soles of your feet to touch. And then allow your arms to fall intuitively wherever they'd like. It could be a little cactus shape. Maybe one palm comes to your heart, one to your low belly. And just ground down, fully arrive. Notice where your breath is within your belly. Is it constricted just to your chest, to your torso? Can you allow it to take up space in your low belly here as well? And then if this shape feels really comfortable, like somewhere you'd like to stay, option 2. If you're with me, bring your palms to the outer edge of your knees. Help your knees towards center. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then option is stay here or take it into happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Stack your heels over your knees. Either of these shapes, your primary focus is lengthening your full spine back flat to the mat. And if you want to take a little movement, a little play, please do. And then let's all meet in happy baby. If you're in Supta Baddha, we're welcome to stay. Happy baby, pause back in center. We'll take it into half happy baby. Keep a hold of your right foot, release your left. Bring it either to the earth or extend it forward. Keep it flexed. And then you've got a couple breaths here to explore. If you want to play with little pulses. I like to bring my hand, my left hand to my left hip here just to encourage opening through my hip flexors. Beautiful. Release a hold of your foot. Take wind removing pose just for a breath. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, guide your knee across your body to your left. Bump your hips back towards center. Let's take easy twist here. If you have an expression you'd like, take it. Option to bring your gaze softly to the right and then close down your eyes. Allow your breath to return to its normal cadence, its normal rhythm. Breathe deeply into your belly. And then engage your core first. Bring your knee back through center. We'll meet back in happy baby pose just as a reset. Ground down through your sacrum, your low back. And then as you're ready, half happy baby on the left. Extend your right leg or bring it to the earth. And a couple breaths to explore sensation. And then as you're ready, release your foot. Find wind removing pose this side. Exhale into supine twist. Bump your hips back towards center. Mirror whatever variation you took other side. And just notice if there's any residual tension, anything you're still holding on to as you arrive. Can you let it go with your out breath? Use your inhale, draw your knee back through center. Give it one more little squeeze up and in. And then draw your right knee up to meet your left. Stay for an inhale, hug everything in really nice and tight. Exhale, release to final Shavasana. Close down your eyes, take up space. Notice as you arrive how held, how supported you are by the earth beneath you. Soften into that support. And then take a deep inhale to fill. Exhale, let it go out your mouth. Release. We're here for some time. Do your best to stay present in stillness. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. And I'll leave you resting in final Shavasana today. If you have the luxury of time, please stay as long as you'd like, maybe until you no longer want to leave. When you are ready to go, move slowly, gently, mindful of those around you. See if you can take the same quality of ease, of surrender, softness off your mat and back with you in the world today. And in gratitude, namaste. Thank you, yogis. Take your time.